So this is our latest planting style. So these are 2-year-old trees. So we're still stuck with the single leader, but we've brought the rows into 3 meters, and we've gone to a quad stem tree. So we're growing 4 leaders out of every tree. So the reason we've gone for this system is just to try and make it even more simple again. So as you can see now, the branches are only as far as my arm apart. So it just makes it super simple when we send a pruner in here. It's pretty much, if anything's bigger than your secateurs, it needs to come out. You know, so when the pruners come through here, that branch will be gone. This is, you know, this is the size we need. This is the size we need. This is the size we need. This one here is bigger than you. And we bring it back to just a very, very simple system that anyone can do. Like for me to train someone up to come into this system takes 5 minutes, you know, and for them to be good, maybe half a day. But I mean, it's so simple and so easy. And everyone sort of always talks about, oh, but how do you grow 4 litres? How do you get, they're going to be inconsistent, they're going to be thin. Well, I mean, we look at here and we have an 80% consistency. And even this one here that's a little bit smaller, when we go through and we prune, like we take all the branches off here, and this one will catch up in 1 year. And by 3 and 4 years old, you won't know any difference. By 3rd leaf, we're going to be at the top wire after next year, and we will have some fruit on here. So this here is an M9 planting. It's 4,400 litres per hectare. But personally, in our area, for our growing style, I nearly think I'll go back to 106, like the previous block. I just find that we get a better skin finish, a harder, denser Pink Lady. I think for Pink Lady, not necessarily for any other variety, but for Pink Lady for us, we get our best Pink Ladies. They store the best, they handle the best out of a 106. And I think once we go back to a 4 litre like this or that other block, we are controlling the vigour, no problem. You know, once we stop pruning and we just start removing and stop making all those little heading cuts and stuff and do the delayed pruning with the saw, I don't have any problems with 106 and bigger. But yeah, so, and in this style here, because we've got so many litres, we've actually just going through and just every 3 trees, we're just grafting in or putting in a bud and doing a pollinator. So we just have pollinators, you know, every 6 meters in this. Because for us, we've just found that for Pink Lady, for consistency, for everything, for fruit quality, it's all just about having consistency. Because if you've got consistency, then you can start using chemical thinners or any of this other stuff. So in all of our blocks now, we don't really do any chemical thinning at all. And we don't even, Pink Lady, we've kind of gone away from any mechanical thinning, because we haven't had set that's consistent enough to be able to use anything, because we're too scared that the trees that are not near pollinators that we're going to overthin. And what we've found is, you know, if we're not spending at least 100, you know, probably 150 to 220 hours a hectare thinning, you know, we are trying to make a crop. We are not creating a crop. And ideally, we want to be able to thin back to where we just have singles and we get nice, good colour fruit, clean fruit, easy to harvest. So yeah, but we've just found with this system that, you know, just for simplicity, everyone sort of says, oh, but if you put it in a V, you might get 15% more yield. Yes, you might, but I'm not worried about the yield so much. I'm more worried about, you know, making it easy. And if I can get to both sides of the tree with the saws, with the blowers, with the harvesters, using the post to put up net, like that outweighs that 15% yield. Everyone always talks about fixed cost per hectare. I don't believe there's a fixed cost per hectare. If the row spacing's a little bit more, it's a fixed cost per tree. If this tree, we have the rows in a V, it still costs, like it's going to cost you 20% more to plant, it's going to cost you 20% more to prune, it's going to cost you 20% more to thin, 20% more to spray, because you have 20% more canopy. That's why you get 20% more yield. You know, and I'm just worried about being able to grow fruit economically, easily, that anyone can do, more than setting records.